This is work for the riders of tech courier company Deliveroo. But today they're not off to a delivery. They're heading to a picket line as they continue their protest over pay and the changing nature of work.
Work, 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 work. You see me happy, work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, 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 dirt. There's something about that work, 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 work.
Now to do this kind of work, all you need is a bike and a smartphone, and you're in business. But these workers do not feel like businessmen. They feel like workers, but without any of the rights. They don't get sick pay or holiday pay because their contracts say they are self-employed. Now Deliveroo is trialling scrapping their hourly wage of £7 to replace with a flat fee of £3.75 per delivery. Leading the protest is Red Ben.
I haven't worked since last Tuesday.
Do you think that what you're doing now is going to hurt the company? But if you hurt the company, doesn't that ultimately hurt workers?
The company is already hurting workers, yeah? We're talking about the long term. People are struggling in the work that they're doing. They're going to be struggling even more with this new pay system. So it's not just about thinking about the short term, it's thinking about the long term, yeah?
Deliveroo have said that the drivers in dispute can stay on the old contract if they want to, but there is some small print. Riders had received emails that told them,
while you are not obliged to sign this updated fee document, it is a compulsory requirement for all riders in your area who wish to continue working as suppliers with Deliveroo.
Some workers were later told that you can remain on the old model, but in a non-trial area, which suggests they'd have to change patch. In response, Deliveroo said this today.
This will clearly work better for those who deliver 3 or more deliveries per hour. They can then try it out and go with that if it works, or go back to the pounds per hour approach if it doesn't, or their circumstances change. It's all about giving them flexibility, which is what they tell us is most important to them.
But will workers be better off? One employee gave us their payslip. It says he worked 98.8 hours in 2 weeks and made 243 deliveries. On the current deal, he took home £934.60 before petrol and tips. That's £9.46 an hour plus tips. On the new scheme of £3.75 per delivery but no hourly base wage, he would have earned about £23.35 less, which over a year is a loss of £607.10. That's a significant saving for Deliveroo if multiplied across their workforce, after raising £200 million in additional investment. The concerns for their couriers is that if the number of deliveries falls, so will their earnings, in an industry where they are often low paid.
One of the challenges is to make sure there's not aggressive wage inflation when this sort of thing happens. A bit like the Premiership football, you know, when a lot of money comes in, wages go up. And the same can happen with key roles like the tech developers in particular, and marketing staff and sales staff. That's less applicable for people like the delivery couriers, and that's why some of those guys get exploited a bit more.
But it's not only couriers. Today, Sports Direct agreed to reimburse workers £1 million for not paying them the minimum wage, as Labour criticised the government for cuts to their employment watchdog. So as the labour market becomes more precarious, who protects those on low pay?